Nice that you are looking at Begin Again, a song written and recorded by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift for her fourth studio album, Red, 2012. It was released as the second single from Red on October 1, 2012, by Big Machine Records. Produced by Swift, Dan Huff, and Nathan Chapman, Begin Again is a gentle country, soft rock, and folk pop ballad with arpeggiated acoustic guitar, steel guitar, and percussion. Its lyrics detail falling in love again after going through heartbreak. Music critics praise the gentle production and the narrative songwriting, with some welcoming Swift's mature perspective on love. Begin Again was nominated for Best Country Song at the 56th Annual Grammy Awards in 2014. In the United States, the single peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 10 on Hot Country Songs, and it was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. It peaked at number 4 on the Canadian Hot 100 and received certifications in Australia, Brazil, and Canada. The song's accompanying music video was directed by Philip Andelman. Shot in Paris. The video depicts Swift strolling around the city with a male love interest. Swift performed Begin Again live at the 2012 Country Music Association Awards and on the Red Tour, 2013-2014. She also sang it on certain dates of her later tours, the Reputation Tour in 2018, and the Eras Tour in 2023-2024. Following the 2019 dispute regarding the ownership of Swift's back catalog, she re-recorded the song as Begin Again, Taylor's version, for her re-recorded album Red, Taylor's version, 2021. Taylor Swift designated her fourth studio album, Red, as a breakup album that was inspired by a particularly intense relationship she had experienced. She wrote Begin Again in 2011, and the track was produced for Red by Swift, Nathan Chapman, and Dan Huff. Begin Again was recorded by Steve Marcantonio and mixed by Justin Niebank, with assistance from Drew Bolman, at Blackbird Studio, Nashville. Hank Williams mastered the track at Nashville's Mastermix Studio. Swift previewed Begin Again on Good Morning America on September 24, 2012. And Big Machine Records released it for download onto iTunes the next day. Begin Again was one of the 4 promotional singles that preceded the release of Red, and it was later released to US country radio on October 1, 2012, as the album's second single by Big Machine. In further promotion, an individually numbered CD single was released on October 23, 2012, to Amazon.com and Swift's official store. Begin Again is a country, folk pop, and soft rock ballad. It incorporates steel guitar, arpeggiated acoustic guitar, and gentle percussion in its production. Mark Hogan from Spin found the instruments reminiscent to the music of 1970s soft rock singer-songwriters Joni Mitchell and James Taylor, the latter of whom is referenced to in the lyrics. You said you never met one girl who had as many James Taylor records as you, but I do. The country music production is accentuated by mandolin and banjo. Lindsay Zoludz from the New York Times found the song to feature a coffee shop folksiness. Musicologist James E. Perrone believed the song's production confirms the significance of Swift's country roots on the genre-spanning, pop-oriented Red. The lyrics of Begin Again are about a protagonist falling in love again after a failed relationship. Swift told Good Morning America about the song's content. It's actually a song about kind of when you've gotten through a really bad relationship, and you finally dust yourself off and go on that first date after a horrible breakup and the vulnerability that goes along with all of that. The narrator compares her ex-lover to a new love interest. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny. Because he never did. Billy Dukes from Taste of Country remarked that the narrator of Begin Again is willing to reveal her vulnerability to the new lover, which makes the song touching. The placement of Begin Again as the final track on the standard edition of Red received analysis. Perrone observed that the track served as the thematic conclusion to the album, noting the tracks of Red were centered on the emotional intensity of the narrator after exploring a newfound relationship, followed through stages of heartbreak, and Red, tumultuous feelings from a toxic breakup. He settled that the track focused on a relationship that is deeper and potentially more lasting. Upon its release, Begin Again received acclaim from critics, who complimented it as a showcase of Swift's mature songwriting. Perrone found the lyrics wide-ranging and free-ranging, and deemed the track an appropriate album closer for Red. Writing for Taste of Country, Billy Dukes gave the song a 4-star rating out of 5, describing it as a cleansing breath that hopefully foreshadows the true tone of her album. Grady Smith of Entertainment Weekly wrote the song is a well-crafted love story, and noted Swift's talent at taking a single moment in time and letting it unfold like a pop-up storybook. Matt Bjork gave 4 out of 5 stars as well for Rough Stock, complimenting that the song is a vast improvement for Taylor. A ballad that's neither in your face or sounding like it's from a 12-year-old. The storytelling of the song received praise. The Boot noted that it was sweet and a beautiful ballad. Much music lauded Swift, stating, while she is more than capable of releasing the carefree, jump around your room with a hairbrush breakup songs like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, she also has the pen of a poet and knows how to craft emotionally gut-wrenching songs that speak to her millions of fans. Billboard magazine ranked Begin Again at number 6 on their list of the best songs of 2012, praising Swift's artistic maturity. Rob Sheffield from Rolling Stone called the track a deceptively simple ballad that sneaks up and steamrolls all over you. The song was nominated for Best Country Song at the 56th Annual Grammy Awards in 2014. Upon release, Begin Again debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot Digital Songs chart with first-week sales of 299,000 digital copies. It was Swift's 5th chart topper. On October 4, 2012, it debuted and peaked at number 7 the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Swift's 12th top 10 entry as well as her 9th top 10 debut. On the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart dated October 13, 2012, Begin Again opened at number 37 with 3 million airplay impressions. For the next week's issue, Billboard incorporated digital sales and streaming data to the Hot Country Songs chart, in addition to only airplay data as previously done. As a result, Begin Again jumped to number 10 on Hot Country Songs, which would be its peak position, and appeared at number 29 on the newly revamped Country Airplay chart, which replaced the aforementioned chart as the Country Airplay only ranking. It ultimately peaked at number 3 and spent 22 weeks on the chart. On March 29, 2013, the song was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America in Canada. It reached number 4 on the Canadian Hot 100 and number 7 on Billboard's Canada Country Airplay chart. On May 31, 2013, Begin Again received a gold certification from Music Canada. Elsewhere, the song debuted on the charts in several territories, peaking within the top 40 of New Zealand, Australia, the Irish Singles Chart, Scotland, the UK Singles Chart and Spain, and further reaching Italy. The music video for Begin Again premiered on MTV on October 23, 2012. Swift chose to film the video in Paris as a love letter in tribute to the city. 'Cause it's just the city and this storyline of somebody moving on and finding yourself again. The video starts with Swift standing on a bridge while pensively gazing across the water and remembering a lost love. She then takes a walk along the Seine, wearing a red dress with white flower appliques and blue peep toes, and sits beside the river Seine. The video draws comparison to that of singer Adele's music video, Someone Like You, and Swift's own, Back to December, directed by Philip Andelman and produced by Arthur Cantin. The story in the video deviates from the song's lyrical narrative in several respects. While the lyrics recount the narrator's, Swift, trepidation of a first date after a bad breakup, the video instead relates a chance meeting in a cafe in Paris. In the video, Swift is seated at a booth, doodling in a small notebook when a Frenchman at another table takes interest and introduces himself. Missing from the video are the Swift's initial moments in the cafe, where her date has arrived early to wait for her, greets her, then helps her into her chair, displaying kindness and respect that was apparently absent from her former relationship. Late in the song, the restaurant encounter draws to a conclusion while the couple walks to Swift's car. Entertainment Weekly thought the video was another classic bittersweet Swift joint, writing, though her boyfriend doesn't laugh at her jokes and bores her with stories about his family's Christmas movie watching traditions, she finds the ultimate salve. Wandering through the streets of Paris, chuckling with handsome dudes in a cafe, and probably snacking on snails or something. It's a lovely clip, but a little bit sleepy. Also, there's something about it that recalls Back to December. Is it the color palette, or just the general moodiness? The video was nominated for Video of the Year at the 2013 American Country Awards and Female Video of the Year at the 2013 CMT Music Awards. Swift first performed Begin Again at the 2012 Country Music Association Awards in Nashville. The performance featured Swift, in a red dress, singing on a Parisian cafe-inspired stage with an accordion player. Writing for Entertainment Weekly, Grady Smith believed Swift did not showcase a powerful voice like other country artists, but found Swift's tone, gently evocative and rather soothing, in the right place. The song was later added on the main setlist to Swift's Red Tour, 2013-2014, at the August 31, 2018 concert in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As part of her Reputation Stadium tour, she sang Begin Again as a surprise song. Swift again performed an acoustic guitar rendition at the April 23, 2023 concert in Houston, Texas, and a piano rendition mashup with her song Paris at the May 12, 2024 concert in Paris, France as part of the Eras tour. Other live performances of Begin Again include an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2012. Additionally, there was a Live from New York City performance in 2012. And the song has most recently been performed as a surprise song on Swift's current tour cycle for the Eras Tour. Begin Again was used in the setlist of the Eras Tour on April 23, 2023 in Houston, TX, and again on May 12, 2024 in Paris, France. After signing a new contract with Republic Records, Swift began re-recording her first 6 studio albums in November 2020. The decision came after the public 2019 dispute between Swift and talent manager Scooter Braun, who acquired Big Machine Records, including the masters of Swift's albums the label had released. By re-recording them, Swift had full ownership of the new masters, including the copyright licensing of her songs, devaluing the Big Machine-owned masters. The re-recording of Begin Again, subtitled Taylor's Version, was released as part of Red's re-recording, Red, Taylor's Version, on November 12, 2021. Begin Again, Taylor's version, was produced by Swift and Christopher Rowe, and it was recorded by David Payne at Blackbird Studios, Nashville. Rowe recorded Swift's vocals at Kitty Committee Studio in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and Serban Gania mixed both tracks at Mixstar Studios, Virginia Beach, Virginia. This was the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.